Why is it important to work with clean equipment?
Yeah, it's very important because you don't want to grow every bacteria during winemaking. You want only to grow the yeast during fermentation. So it's very important to work clean and sanitize everything. So it's a difference between cleaning and sanitizing. So it's not the same. Cleaning means you clean all your equipment, what you can see on it. So clean it completely so you don't see anything. And sanitizing means you kill every bacteria, so these things you cannot see. So it's very important for to clean everything for good winemaking, because if you don't clean everything and sanitize, you will get wine faults or wine defects, and because sugar has a perfect condition for bacteria to grow, so it's important to work with clean equipment.
Okay, and how can I clean?
Yeah, so you can use some things for cleaning, but first, before you start with your task in winemaking process, clean everything and sanitize all your stuff. And not only your equipment, but also your workplace. So it's very good when you have one workplace you work and not making wine in the kitchen. Make it at a separate workplace where you only make wine. So then clean everything before your task and sanitize all your equipment that you need for this process, for this wine step you are making. And then do your job, do your task, complete it, and if you finished your task, clean everything again and sanitize everything again. So you will be sure that no bacteria come into your wine. And for example, if you make your pressing process and you get your pomace in the end, your wine pomace, it's very important to throw your pomace away from your workplace, because at this pomace you will get vinegar bacteria, and if these bacteria come to your wine, it will completely destroy your wine and turn it into vinegar. So very important, if you make something in your wine making process, clean everything, make everything sterilized, sanitize everything, and then it's perfect. Then you are sure that you make good wine and not vinegar in the end. And you can use before winemaking, if you start in the beginning and in the end of winemaking, you can use sodium hydroxide for cleaning everything. So it will clean everything completely. Sodium hydroxide. Big wineries using this to clean everything, to clean their presses, to clean their equipment and all this stuff. But it's very important to neutralize this sodium hydroxide with citric acid in the end. So first you clean everything with sodium hydroxide, and then you neutralize it with citric acid. So, but this is only in the beginning and in the end of winemaking process. During winemaking process, you can use potassium metabisulfite. It's very cheap. It's efficient. It's effective against bacteria. It's very simple to use, and you don't need to rinse your equipment after you clean it with potassium metabisulfite. You can dump your solution out of your carboy, for example, and then put your wine in it, so you don't need to rinse it.
And do you have a recipe for me to get a reactive solution with potassium metabisulfite?
Yes. So it's very easy to use. So you need water, you need citric acid, and you need potassium metabisulfite. So first take 750 milliliters of water, and then put 2 teaspoons of citric acid in it to get the pH value low. It's very important to get your SO2 gas, because the SO2 gas only exists in a very sour solution. So that's why you need your citric acid for it. Then you put to this water and citric acid, you put 1/2 teaspoon of potassium metabisulfite in this solution. And with this solution, it's very effective against all bacteria. It will kill everything. So you can put it in your carboy, for example, and then let it sit there for 30 minutes. And because of the SO2 gas is releasing from it, you don't need to get everything washed with it. It will sanitize everything. So let it sit for 30 minutes in it. Clean all your equipment with it, for example, the brushes and all what you need for your winemaking process. So after that, if you use the solution, it's completely sanitized and you can use it for winemaking. That's my tip and that's my recipe for you.